With just 2 days left for the year 2021, we all are in a mood to celebrate the coming year. Many of us have also started setting our New Year goals or the resolutions, as we say. But the studies reveal that 25% people quit their goals by February and only 8% people are able to achieve their goals by year end. Are you in that 8% category? If not, do you know the reason you are not in the category of those 8% people? Just watch this.
Okay, so my goal is to take these books from here to there. That's a very simple goal. Okay. But now this goal seems very difficult. I can't take this pressure anymore. I quit. Well, isn't that what happens with most of us? We start creating our New Year goals with great enthusiasm by the end of December. But by the end of January or February, most of us quit. Do you know why? Because we don't set the right goals for ourselves, or we don't set them in the right way. Let me explain this to you with a very simple example. A class student. There must be a class topper, a person who tops in the class and gets maximum marks always. The person who gains the first rank. What about you? You are not that person who gains the first rank. You get average marks, passing marks in your exams. So what do you hear from your teachers, from parents, from friends? They always compare you with that topper. And ultimately, you feel jealous, you feel angry, you feel irritated inside. You set a goal that you'll also be the topper in your class. But the motive behind that setting a goal is jealousy, the anger with that class topper, that people are comparing you with that class topper. They are always praising that class topper. You are not getting that appreciation from your teachers, parents, and friends. So the motive or the driving force behind that goal setting is jealousy and anger, and not your own motivation. So even if you set that goal, after a few months, you'll quit because of this pressure and the goals are gone in the dustbin. So today I will share my 8-step secret formula to set your New Year goals and also achieve them, so that you don't feel the pressure and are able to achieve your goals with ease. I guarantee that after watching this video till the end, you need not watch any other video to set your New Year goals. So let's get started. Coming to the first step of setting your New Year goals is, ask yourself 4 questions. Now, what are these 4 questions? Number 1, how was your last year? Secondly, why it happened, whatever happened. If something bad happened to you in the last year, you didn't achieve something or you failed at something, why that thing happened? Thirdly, what did you learn from that? And finally, how to improve yourself and your life. Now, what is the purpose behind asking these questions? You get clarity on what you want and what you don't want in your life. As I gave you the example earlier about a college student, the driving force for setting your New Year goals should be from within you, not from the outside pressure. People are taunting you or people are comparing you with others. That should not be the driving force for you to set your New Year goals. You yourself should be motivated that what I want to achieve in my life, and accordingly I will set my goals. So asking these 4 questions to yourself and answering them will give you a clarity on what you want and what you don't want, and then you can go on to the next step of setting your goals. Now coming on to the second step of setting your New Year goals. I always recommend you to write down your goals. Don't just keep them in your mind. Whatever goals you want to achieve, make a diary, make a personal diary of yourself and write down all the goals which you want to achieve in the coming year. But before you jot down the goals, keep this in mind. That is, set purposeful goals. Now, what do you mean by that? The biggest mistake which many of us make is that we jot down all those things that come in our mind. Okay, I want to achieve this in the coming year. I want to buy this and this thing. I want to be like this and this thing. I want to go there. All these goals we combine and jot down in a personal diary. But only few of them are actually carrying a purpose. That means only few goals align with our long-term goals of what we want to achieve in our life, what we want to do in our life. Let's say you set a goal, I want to top the exam or I want to pass the exam. That is a very common goal. It is not carrying a long-term meaning or a long-time fulfilling purpose of your life. But yes, if you say that I want to enroll in an MBA course in a particular university, that can be a purposeful goal, because you know that if you enroll in a good university, you will be getting a good reputed degree from a good reputed university, and that will be a good thing for your career ahead. So always set goals which carry a purpose, which align with your long-term goals. Now the third step in setting your New Year goals. Our phones are getting smarter day by day. So why not our goals? Well, the jokes apart, the third step is, of course, setting SMART goals. So what do you actually mean by SMART goals? SMART means S is for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound goals. Now let me explain this with an example. Let's say you are overweight and you want to lose weight. So just keeping a goal, okay, I want to lose weight in the next year, keeping this as your New Year goal is a very vague goal. You won't feel motivated to achieve this goal. But if you set a very specific goal, okay, I want to lose 5 pounds of weight in the coming year. So that is a specific goal. You have specified how much weight you want to lose. Similarly, it is measurable. You can check your weight before joining any exercise routine. You can check your weight, and after you have completed that exercise routine, you can check your weight whether you are progressing towards your goal or not. It is achievable. It is relevant to you because it's a health goal. You are overweight and you want to be fit. And it is time bound. You have kept a time limit of, let's say, 6 months or maybe a year for you to achieve that goal. In achievable goal, always keep in mind that don't set a goal that is either too low for your capacity or either very high for your capacity to achieve. You might have to get out of your comfort zone to achieve that goal, but it should not feel like a pressure on you, as I said in the previous time. Wave off that pressure. If you have a pressure in setting up any goal, you won't be able to achieve that goal. For setting the SMART goals, I always recommend that you break down your goals into 3 categories. That is professional goal, health goals and personal goals. Professional goals, let's say you want to enroll in a particular university for an MBA course. So that can be your professional goal. For that, personal goal can be like maybe some habits you want to inculcate for achieving that goal, or maybe you want to change particular habits. Let's say you want to enroll for an MBA course, and of course you have to study for at least 2 to 3 hours or maybe 4 hours at a stretch on daily basis to achieve that goal. But you have this very naughty habit of checking your phone very often. What message has come, or scrolling social media on your phone. Do you think this habit won't hinder your progress? It definitely will. You won't be able to focus on your studies if you have this habit. So your personal goal can be to nudge this habit in the coming year. And the health goals, it can be related to your physical health or mental health, and it's very important because till you keep till you take care of your health, you cannot achieve other goals as well. So divide your goals into these three categories and make sure that they are smart goals and you are good to go with your goals. So you are done with setting your goals, dividing them into three categories, that is professional, personal and health goals. Now what's next? Break down your goals into yearly, monthly, weekly and daily goals. Maybe you have set a goal for yourself, that is your yearly goal for the coming year 2021, but you can't achieve it all at once. For achieving that goal, you have to divide it, what steps or what goals you have to achieve in 1 month for that, or what you have to achieve in a week, or what you have to achieve in a day, so that you are able to achieve that goal in one complete year. So break your goals into these 4 categories. Secondly, map out an action plan. Setting your New Year goals is just a step. If you have to achieve those goals, you have to go a step further. You have to map out an action plan. What steps you need to take? What are the strategies you will be using to achieve those goals which you have set for yourself in the coming year? So map out that action plan and don't just keep it in mind. Again, a reminder, jot down the actionable steps also in your personal diary. Now, we are just 3 steps far from achieving your New Year goals. After setting your New Year goals and mapping out an action plan, the next thing which comes is preparing your to-do list. When you are setting your goals and you have mapped out an action plan, what steps you need to take, now you have to divide those steps into daily activities. What activities or what steps you need to take daily to achieve your goals. And those daily steps account to your to-do list. But there is one word of caution here. While we are preparing a to-do list, many of us make this mistake. We put down all the activities which we have to do in a day, which can also include buying groceries and the household chores. But that is not important. We should not mention that in our to-do list. Our to-do list should be a success list, not exactly a to-do list. So in your to-do list, you should mention only those activities which are important for achieving the goals which you have set for yourself. Next comes the time block. Now, once you have prepared your to-do list, you should also time block the days and the hours of the days in which you will be performing those activities. Let's say you have kept a goal of enrolling in an MBA course, and for that the actionable step is studying for 3 hours daily. So what are those 3 hours when you will be able to devote complete attention to your studies? Block those 3 hours and jot them down in your diary. And finally, we have reviewing your goals. Now, when you are stepping ahead and progressing through your goals, times may come when situations are in your favor, and there will be times when situations are not in your favor. Let's say you crept out to achieve a goal of losing 5 pounds of weight. Sometimes it might happen that you missed a gym, or the gym is closed, the trainer is absent. These situations are not under your control. Or maybe you set a goal, okay, I'll be hitting the gym 2 times a week to lose my weight, 5 pounds of weight. But after a few weeks, when you check your weight, you find that you have not lost considerable amount of weight. So now you have to review your goal. You have to actually review the strategy, not the goal. Goal remains as such, but do you need to change your strategy? Yes, if you're not progressing and achieving what you expected, you have to change your strategies. So do review your goals after every 15 days or after every month to check your progress and review the strategies if there is any change needed in your strategies to achieve your goals. Before I wrap up, I want to give you some bonus tips in setting and achieving your New Year goals. Number 1 is don't compare. Many times it happens that when we are setting our New Year goals and when we are progressing through achieving them, we might compare ourselves with a friend or maybe a colleague. Okay, that person has achieved so much. I'm still at this point, stuck at this point. No. That should not be that. That will demotivate you. So never do this comparison. Everybody has his or her own capacity. So work according to your capacity. Focus only on your goals and not on others. Secondly, embrace failures. As I said, sometimes situations will be in your favor, sometimes they won't be. So even if you fail in achieving a goal, maybe in a day or maybe in a week or maybe in a month, embrace that. Don't get demotivated. Keep your patience levels high, keep your enthusiasm, keep your spirits high, and again go back and start achieving your goals with a new enthusiasm, with a new zeal. And finally, team up with a friend. You can have one friend or maybe a group of friends who have common goals. You can write down your common goals in a diary, and you all can form a group and start making actionable steps on how you will be achieving those goals. That will keep your spirits and your zeal also high. Secondly, you all will be accountable to each other. Suppose if one is not making great progress, other people in the group, other friends in the group can keep him motivated. They can motivate him, okay यार तू कर सकता है, अगर हम कर सकते हैं तो तू भी कर सकता है, तू ऐसे कर, तू ये चीज change कर. So that will make this process of setting and achieving your New Year goals an enjoyable process. You won't feel bored. Again, you won't feel the pressure. You will wave off all the pressure by doing this. So if you have any more difficulties, if you want to know anything else about setting your New Year goals, all your questions are welcome in the comments. And it is very easier. I have outlined the 8-step formula. So I have made it very easier for you to set your New Year goals. But I know you want to see all these steps in action as well. So I'll be posting my New Year goals, which I have set up for myself for the coming year, on my social media channels. You can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram, the links for which will be given in the description below. In the coming week, we'll be discussing more interesting stuff. I always talk about motivational things for the students, tips, content writing, content marketing, digital marketing tips for the students. And if you feel there is any topic which you want to discuss in the video, you are highly welcome to drop that in the comments. Till then, Happy New Year.